My microphone was turned off for the screen recording, so I'm just going to annotate all the questions. How important are dynamic exercises for learning the planche?
I think it can be a very great way to build your shoulder strength, but in order to have a very specific, if your goal is to learn a planche hold, the static movement will be more relevant. However, I do think that in order to gain strength in static, like for planche, for example, you will have to work on your planche negative, for example, because you win more energy, you win more overall strength by going from handstand to planche more than just leaning in a lean planche, for example, even if you have your feet on a box or something. So it will depend. Your body will react to different stimulus. Um, Once again, it depends to each their own, right? I would say my favorite exercise. I know that's not really the question, but for me, my favorite exercise would be handstand to tuck if you're a very beginner and you want to increase your planche hold. So maybe not the lean planche push-up, pseudo push-up you call it, but more straight arm specific stuff for planche. So yeah, handstand to tuck would be cool, I think. I would say lean, handstand push-up, lean planche, and negative from handstand.
What was the hardest skill for you to learn in calisthenics?
Um, can I say I had big troubles? Because let's not lie, guys. Calisthenics for me is not the hardest sport I choose. Now, if I were to be a basketball player, I would have a way harder time than doing calisthenics. I have short limbs, short legs. I'm not tall. I'm pretty light. It's not that difficult for me to stay light. So can we say I had hard troubles? I would say the injuries pushed me back for sure. And the biggest thing, the thing that made me stop calisthenics for 4 months was my mental state more than my physical state, right? So what was my biggest trouble? I would say the mental. Hard to keep the mindset 100%, I think. Now injuries plus mindset. If you're injured plus your mindset is down, it's very hard to keep a consistent work, right? But then I decided that that was really what I wanted to do in life, so now I'm sticking to it, right? But yeah, biggest trouble would be the keeping the will of continuing that, and even it's not only personal. It's like seeing the state of the sport and seeing how things are in social media and stuff. It's not making you want to be the strongest athlete possible in my point of view, right? When I wake up and I watch the calisthenics scene, I'm seeing there is 20 people maximum that are relevant, and the rest is like complicated to explain. So I'm like, either I can just like give up and do something else, either I can try to make something cool, and I decide to make something cool. But for me, that's the most difficult. Now, in my journey to learn planche and Maltese, I would say I think it was pretty straightforward. I just follow the progressions. I stick to it. I train hard for maybe 3 months in order to get my full planche with a pretty okay form. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Once again, I don't like when people ask me how much time have you been training for planche or Maltese, because I'm not counting my hours, right? If you're starting to count your hours and saying, yeah, I got the full planche in 1 month, yeah, I got the full planche in 1 week, then you won't go very far. I think that there are some people that will progress very fast, very early. They'll have a very fast progression from lean to planche, and then they will get stuck. And there is people that have a very slow progression from lean to planche, but as soon as they have planche, everything go fast. So we don't really care how fast you've been learning planche or Maltese, and we don't care if you struggle or not. What's important is that you have it, and once you have it, you can do stuff with it that are interesting, I think.
Why do you make vlogs?
But as long as I've been practicing, I've always wanted to do vlog. I've done vlogs when I first arrived in Bulgaria, I was doing vlogs. Maybe some of you saw them, maybe not. I suppressed them because I don't feel comfortable keeping that on YouTube. But I have always wanted to do vlogs and share my journey because it's not something that exists simply. There is no high level athlete that is sharing his journey on YouTube. You can tell me, yeah, there is Leevans. Sure, there is him, but he's not really showing his struggles. He's not sharing his thoughts, right? It's very short content that is very well edited. Me, I'm trying to keep it as raw as possible in order for you guys to identify as me as much possible, and for you to understand that even on kind of high level, it is still very hard. It is still very challenging. Not everything is the way you expect it. So why do I want to do that? Well, for the vlogs, I really want young people, like people that are starting 17, 18, 19, to not feel lonely when they're training, because it's a very, very lonely sport. Normally, you're training alone in your room. That's how I see the sport, at least. And I do think that it can be kind of depressing at one point. So I wanted to offer younger people that start this sport, or even people that are been training this sport since a longer period of time, I wanted to offer them, I don't know, a safe place where they will just put my training with theirs, and we will train together, and they will feel less maybe alone, and they will maybe learn a thing or two about because I give a certain load of advices in my vlogs, so maybe they will learn a thing or two. Maybe they will feel less alone. Maybe they will be entertained, even though entertainment is clearly not my strong point, right? I'm not a good entertainer. I'm a kind of good speaker. I know how to speak a little. But that's about that. So that's for the vlogs. Now, for the more controversial stuff, for the more yeah, maybe drama stuff. Why am I talking about? Why am I calling out false influencers and stuff like that? Because I do think that it is important for people to realize that calisthenics is more than muscle ups and weighted dips and weighted pull ups, right? This is maybe 0.1% of the sport, and I feel that 99% people that are starting calisthenics are going to be attracted to this 0.1% of the sport, and I don't think it's fair. I should do something about it. I want more people to exceed in planche, exceed in front lever, multis, etc., etc. And if I am not sharing my point of view of the sport, nobody will do it, because, as I said in previous videos, calisthenics athletes have lives, they have jobs, they have families, they have other things to do than YouTube video. I'm maybe the only one who have actually time to do it and energy to allow it. So that's why I will do it, and I cannot let people that don't know what they're speaking about misguide so many young athletes that look to learn skills. And since they don't know anything about the sport, they will buy programs that are 147 euro for to learn nothing, right? And they will lose their time, their money, and it will be difficult for them to continue then, because they won't progress. So I want to offer a way for people to have good advices. If they want more information, they can look up for coaching, not especially for me. For they can look for coaching with Dylong, Leevans, etc., etc. But I want to offer young people either a safe place to train, either more information that will actually help them, or at least, I don't like to give tips. Maybe people that already follow me know that I don't like to give tips, but at least explaining them what you should do more than what you should not do, right? Because once again, it's very easy to get lost with all the forced information you get on the sport. Now, what I see is that there is some little communities that I was not aware, like yours, and you're learning stuff, and you're exchanging, and you're even sharing your pictures and your trainings and your videos and stuff. So that's very cute, and that's very cool. I'm glad to see. It's giving me some hope to see that there is some communities like that that exist and that are creating. And yeah, I like it. But that's about it. I'm not going to continue on this question too long, but that gives you an idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
What's your experience with calisthenics competitions?
But let's say I'm a guy that really don't like confrontation. I don't like fights. I don't like violence too much. I don't like to get in confrontation, right? I like to make a show in competition. I like to make people scream and stuff and show beautiful stuff. But the confrontation aspect, like Gusta is really like it's a box match, right? He's going to go in front of his opponent and look at him in the eye and like show off and face off. You see what I mean? Now that's not what I want, and I think I've done all of these competitions only in the goal to battle with my friends, to battle with Dailong, Levan, Ilias, and stuff. If there was not Levan, Dailong, Ilias, and stuff, I would have not done any of the competition I've done. My goal is not to show that I'm the strongest athlete. My goal is to have fun with my friend and also to show that yeah, calisthenics can be cool, calisthenics can be stylish, calisthenics can be wonderful. Now I'm not saying I have the best style, the best everything, but I do think I have some stuff to show. So that's why I'm doing some competition. Now what's the mindset? I can hardly say that I'm taking it very, very seriously. The preparation is very serious. Now when I'm in it, I'm trying to step back from it, and I'm not stressed. Maybe I'm stressed the night before, but when it happens, when I'm on the thing and I'm seeing all the people, I'm going. Of course, none of you saw me in competition because Australia is so far. But when I'm going, like when I was at SWAB, I was not in the room with all the other athletes. I was in the where people were sitting, and I was just feeling the vibe. Right, it's more an experience, and I want to feel it more than just sitting on my corner and focusing on my skills and stuff. And yeah, I need to do that. No, yeah, I prefer feeling the energy. So either for SWAB, I went in the place where everyone was sitting, and I was just looking around. Wow, there's a lot of people. That's cool and stuff. For the other, like ISN, I did the same. I'm doing almost the same at every competition. I'm just going to sit with all of the people. Some people recognize me, and so it's funny. But that's about that. Yeah, I'm not trying to be too angry and too focused. Maybe for a final, when I go to final, maybe I'm more pumped out and more yeah, it's time to show really everything. But when I enter a competition, my mindset will be like, yeah, let's have fun, let's show what we can do, let's not take it too seriously, because otherwise I don't react well to stressful situation. Maybe as much as I don't react well in confrontation, but maybe one day I'll be confronted to someone calling my name out, like let's say Gustav tomorrow is, yeah, Nathan, I'll kill you, and stuff like that, and I'll be forced to do a competition like that, and then maybe we'll see me in a stressful situation. It will be more entertaining for you, but until then, I did not have to take it too seriously.
How did you start calisthenics?
Okay, very interesting question. So I started calisthenics in October 2018. No, summer 2018. Like I was training body weight before. I was doing some boxing, and for that I was doing some push-ups, pull-ups. I was doing some abs work, crunches and stuff, like fitness, basically fitness. Bodybuilding, call that the way you want. I was doing like every night when I was a kid, like I was 15, 16, I was doing 200 push-up every night. No matter what, very bad form, but no matter what, every night before sleep, I was doing 200 push-ups. Um, and one day I was in vacation, right in the seaside in France, and I've seen this dude doing some muscle ups and trying to do a straddle plunge. And I went to him and I asked him, what's the name of this? It looks very cool. And he says, yeah, it's a muscle up, and what I'm trying is a straddle plunge. He was doing handstand and stuff. And I said, yeah, okay, I already can do a handstand. Can I show you? Yeah, okay, I'm trying the handstand. He said, yeah, it's pretty good, okay. And then I'm trying muscle ups, and I don't manage to. He explained me some of the technique, like swinging and stuff. And yeah, that's how it all begins. I see a random dude at the beach doing some muscle ups and straddle plunge. So then I tell my best friend at the time, yeah, there is a calisthenics park not that far from us. Like I lived in Ozoir-la-Ferrière, and it's a little city that is close to another city, etc. Very very near Paris. And basically there's a calisthenics park in the city nearby. So I took the train, And then I went to train first time in my first calisthenics park. So I was doing like dynamics pull-ups with my steps, like stepping pull-ups. It was stylish at the time, so I was like, yeah, I want to do that. But that was not really calisthenics. Like I thought I was starting calisthenics by doing this type of pull-ups, but for me, calisthenics at the statics is mainly front lever and planche. And I did not start to do that already. I wasted my time doing weighted pull-ups and weighted dips for a very, very, very long time, while I already had 10,000 times the strength to start with my skills. Anyway, so I learned about this dude named Phoenix, and he's not living too far from me. He was living 2 hours away from me, but I'm like, okay, I need to see this dude. So contacting him on Instagram, and I'm asking him, yeah, man, when are you training? I would like to train with you. It would be very, very freaking cool. And he's saying, yeah, I'm training this day at this time. You can join. It would be cool. And so I'm going to meet him with my best friend Mehdi. We're taking the train for 3 hours to train. We arrive late, and we come in a city we never saw before. It was the first time in my life I go so far away alone from my home city, right? And I meet him and stuff, and he say, yeah, how much time did you start calisthenics? I say 2 years, because for me doing pull-ups and dips, weighted dips and weighted pull-ups, it was calisthenics. Like I knew the planche and stuff, but for me it was for like 10,000 years after, right? And he told me, yeah, me too. It's been only 2 years, so my level is not that high, but I hope we'll have fun and stuff. So we started training, and his first thing he's doing is like a supinated planche. We were in 2008, supinated planche on the floor, 5-second hold, not the best form ever, but very, very, very good to press, no problem to one arm stand. And I'm like, damn, what am I doing, dude? What is this that I'm doing, man? I'm wasting my time and stuff. And I was so shy in front of him because I wanted to show him my one-arm pull-ups. I wanted to show him my muscle-ups and stuff. And like when I saw it, I was like, damn, but I can't show anything to this dude. He's going to make fun of me. And so from these days, I realized that I need to work on my planche game. I can't be continuing to do that, and that's why I'm fighting so much against people that are saying, "Yeah, do the weighted pull-ups and weighted dips," because, dude, you're wasting time of people, man. You're playing with their lives, like you are teaching them to waste their time. Like that's horrible. Anyway, so I start working specifically on my planche and stuff. Everything goes well, and then I meet with Kevin Rowe. He was training in Nanterre, and then I met with basically it's Phoenix that introduced me to Kevin Rowe. Then he introduced me to Onizuka. Then he introduced me to who else? To that's about it. And then all of these people, I'm training with them. I'm learning multis on rings. I'm learning all of these skills, and I get recognized by Valentine outsiders. And it's because Onizuka and Kevin and Phoenix, that were already outsiders, they talked to Valentine about me. And Valentine sent me a private message. I remember because I was in a philosophical school class, let's say. And like since I was not doing anything at school, I was kind of sleeping on my table, and I hear my phone vibrating, and I look, and I'm like, wow, it's Valentine, outsiders, dude. And like I'm speaking to my friends. My friends were as much sleeping as I was during the school, and I'm telling them, bro, there is like the strongest man on earth that messaged me, and I'm so scared to open the message. And like I opened the message, and he's telling me, yeah, do you want to come to outsiders? Like you have a good style, and I'm sure you could become a great athlete. So we want you in the team. And I'm like my goal was to join their team in 2000 years, right? When I'll have a good level. But like they say, yeah, no, we want you. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's freaking go. So we join. And then we start the journey, and we learn stuff. We do our first competition ever in collab with Dailong. It was a 2v2v2v2. Then we fight directly against Melnik. So very early on my journey, I started already to compete against Melnik style with Dailong. Like, I was completely lost. I guess I'm very freaking lucky because my level was clearly not what made me arrive to this high this early. But as I said, I progressed very early. I learned multis very early. I learned Nakayama very early and stuff. But then nothing happened. I had a big, not plateau because I was still progressing, but moment where I was irrelevant in the scene, right? It lasted like for 4 years. I had 2 years beginning where I learned Adzarian multis, Adzarian planche, Adzarian stuff like that. Then nothing much. And now I'm back to becoming a bit relevant again. But yeah, it's to explain people listening to me that if they progress very fast, it's good, but keep the hard work. And if you're not progressing very fast, it's also good because at one point they will blow maybe or something like that, right? So yeah, then I join Outsiders, and then I leave Outsiders, and then I make friends with Leevans, Elias, and stuff. And yeah, for me, they're my best friend, not only in the sport, in life. Leevans, Dailong, all of these people, I like them very much. At first, they did not like me because I was too much of a kid. I was kind of annoying even. So that's why they did not like me at first. But then I grew up with them, and they saw me grow up, and they learned to respect me and like me for who I was. I guess. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit too profound to say that, but yeah, I guess that now we're friends, and that's how I meet them, and I trained with them. Then yeah, I remember. Then there was a gathering at Dailong's place. So everyone gathered at Dailong's place for the summer vacation. Then from Dailong's place, I went to Leevans' place, and I slept in their place, all of them. And then yeah, that's how I really get along with them. It's by living with them a little. And then that's about it. Now I'm in Bulgaria, but sometime I go to France to see Elias, Dailong, and stuff for vacations or when I have time. But the goal right now is, since I have this huge ass apartment that is too big for me, I'll try to invite them and make some content for you guys. I think it can be interesting. But that's about it.
Would you come to Australia to judge a competition?
Every day of the year, man. Every day of the year, man. Just for the little story, when I first started rings, because I started calisthenics with normal skills and stuff, and then I went on rings very early on because a cheeky Australian fellow asked me to do so, and his name was David Pecker, right? I don't know if you know David Pecker, but yeah, he was my first coach. I never had a coach since him. Like, he was writing me sessions to do on rings and stuff. Now, I'm not saying that this was the best thing ever. Like, I think I would have progressed better in other ways, since now that I have some knowledge about the thing. But he did the effort to write stuff and like help me and tell me how to do stuff and shit. And he was always hyping me up and stuff. And he always did that for free. So yeah, David Becker is the man. Respect him a lot. It's been a very long while I did not speak to him, but love the dude, and he's Australian. So just to see him in real life for just for once, I will come to Australia one day, and I need to see CJ Plus, and I need to see what's his name, Lee Priest also. Damn, if people invite me, man, I would be more than glad to come. Like, I don't have enough money to travel that far, but if I'm invited, man, I would come gladly. I would do my best to judge, man.
Why do you want to meet the Australian bodybuilder Lee Priest?
Lee Priest is like my favorite bodybuilder of all time. I like this dude. I like the way he thinks. I like the way he speaks. No bullshit, no nothing. It's just going straight to the point. And yeah, as you say, very grounded, and it's cool. He's a cool dude. He's a cool fella.
What do you eat in a day?
So me, I wake up in general around 10, and I eat at 12. So I have problem with digestion. I have a very bad digestive system, so I'm trying to eat something kind of light that will not make me feel heavy for my training now. If you're watching my vlogs already, you know what I'm eating. Normally, I eat 2 eggs, 1 banana, three rice cakes, a spoon of peanut butter, and a glass of juice, and that's about it. And an apple sometimes, and that's about it. And then I will eat maybe 10 hours after that, maybe 9 hours after that. Like I eat at 12, and then I train at 7, 8, and then I come back home and then I eat. So yeah, I do like that. And then at night I try. I'm sorry. At night I eat a lot of rice, a lot of pasta. I eat a lot of meat, a lot of chicken, a lot of vegetables. I try to eat like a salad every day and stuff. But I drink a lot of water also. I don't think that nutrition is ultra important for skills. Now, if you're eating too much and you're fat, it's going to be a problem. And if you're not eating enough and your body cannot regenerate itself, it's going to be bad. But don't focus too much on nutrition. I think just eat pretty lean food like fish, eggs, like chicken and stuff like that, and fibers and stuff that won't make you feel heavy when you'll be training. Try to not eat too early before the training so you don't feel bad, and that's about it.
Nathan right now is talking about inviting Leevans to talk on the Discord server.
But I don't know. You'll speak about your community, Isaac, and you'll ask them what they want. But I asked Levan if he would be okay to do a thing like that, because I talked about him. I was very excited about this call, and I told Levan, and he said, yeah, if one day they want to invite me, why not? So if you guys want to have the point of view of Levan, you can spam Isaac, and maybe you will invite Levan at one point. He's a wonderful guy. He's my best friend in calisthenics, I would say. Dialogue is very cute also. Why do you guys choose me more than a Levan or stuff? Is it because of my English?
Because you're a cool dude, bro. It's because you're a cool ass dude.
Stop it, CJ. Stop it. To make me blush.
Should calisthenics be in the Olympics?
I don't know. Now there is breakdance, there is skateboard. Why not calisthenics? But I don't know, man. I think it's cringe. Why would you put calisthenics in the Olympics? To do what? Like, for me, the Olympics is like noble fucking sport. We're doing like street workout, man. We're like rats in underwear training in our mother basement, man. We're not athlete, man. I don't like the appellation. I don't like the word athlete. Like we're sportmans maybe, but we're not athlete. Calisthenics is not even real, man. It's like, I don't see it as a sport that should be in the Olympics. I think it should be kind of niche, but in a good way, right? Like skateboard was niche in the 2000. Maybe it was not that niche, but what other example I can show? I don't know. Like breakdance, like it should be like breakdance, but I don't like, as much as I don't see calisthenics in the Olympics, I don't understand why they put breakdance in the Olympics. Have you guys seen how cringe it is? The Olympic breakdance, guys, how cringe it is, how out of place it looks. But I think it would be the same with calisthenics. It would look so out of place. No, I don't see it. Maybe it's going to happen, but I don't see it. Then maybe you guys have another opinion. It's only my opinion. I'm one dude guy. I'm one guy. I don't have the universal knowledge. It's my opinion about this topic. If you guys want to see Olympics calisthenics, go for it. Whatever you want, guys. Just giving my opinion. My opinion does not. My opinion is not more valuable than yours. It's not because I had more time to spend in calisthenics than you that my opinion is more valuable. It's not because I have more skills than you that I'm all powerful and I know always what I'm talking about. No, it's not true. I don't know everything. Now, I guess, yeah, the call is to have my opinion on stuff, but don't take it as granted. Like, don't take my words for what they're not. Like, I don't know everything, guys. I'm talking only on my perspective of things and how I feel the sport and how I've experienced the sport. But every one of you will have another point of view on other topics because you've experienced the sport in a different way, right? So listen to what I have to say, maybe analyze it and like check on you if it's working and stuff. But have your own experience about the sport and have your own thoughts of path of thoughts in your brain and try to get the best of it, right? Don't take everything as a truth, especially not in the sport.
Are you watching any shows?
No, right now we're watching Clover, Black Clover. Black Clover is kind of lame. Not going to shit on it, but it's kind of slow and it's kind of sometimes it's funny but it's slow. So, but it pass the times.
What music do you listen to?
But currently, I'm not listening to too much music. Like right now, I'm trying to do like my friend Gymnast Kaloyan. He's not listening to music when he's training. I'm trying to do a little like that to like do a detox kinda. But the last genre of music I've been listening to and since a while is scrums. It's like emo violence. It's like people screaming very loud, very emotional, very sad, very depressed stuff. But I find some comfort in that, and I kind of like the vibe. So scrums or scramo or emo violence, you call that the way you want. But deep dive into it, man, you'll see that there is a universe. It's like a rabbit hole, and when you start listening, then you find another group that is more niche and more weird and stuff, and then you deep dive into it, man, and you realize that it's not like it's like you rediscover a new universe, man. Completely crazy. But yeah, I don't like too much to give my songs, but because then it can sound horrible, but calisthenics athletes don't like to give their songs because then beginners will use their songs and then the guy will find out that the beginner used this song and is going to watch the video and the guy is going to do a very bad planche or very cringe stuff with the song that you put so much energy on and so much emotion in, and then it's going to ruin the emotional attachment that you have to the song, and you'll be like, yeah, it's not my little treasure anymore, it's like everyone. So that's why I don't really like to put the songs that I listen to too much on Instagram. It can sound very dumb, huh? But it's we don't have much in the sport, so the little things that we have, like songs, we like to keep it.
The Discord members will now come up to speak to Nathan and ask questions.
All right, let's see. I think Calixiao requested to speak. Let me just.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Okay. Hi, Nathan. I really appreciate all your work. I got into calisthenics because of you, because I saw the Maltese and the two-finger planche. I think you're a great inspiration, and I really love your content.
Thank you, man. That's so cute. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Nathan, dude, you are such a huge inspiration to me, man. I am now learning Maltese because of you, and I appreciate what you do, speaking out the truth. Please continue doing what you're doing, and I will always continue to support your vlogs.
As long as there is people listening to what I'm doing, I will continue, man. So thank
Of
you so much
course,
for
man.
getting inspired, and we're going to make something out of this sport, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, hello.
Hey, Anton.
Can you hear me?
Hello, man.
Hey, Nathan. I just wanted to say that I respect you a lot, and you inspire
so
me
much.
to grind calisthenics. And yeah, I love what you do, bro. And just keep up the great work, man.
Thank you
Love
a
you.
lot, man. Thank you. Love you too.
Yo, Nathan, no one has you
What's
that
up?
good. How's your day, man? How's your day?
But thank you so much for asking, man. My day didn't start yet. Usually, I wake up in 2 hours. But for now, it's going pretty well. I'm hanging out with pretty cool dudes like you, so it's cool. For now, it's cool. Thank you for asking.
It's I.
Nathan, you're truly an inspiration, man. I watch your vlogs every
Thank you
single
so much,
morning.
man.
Every
Thank you so
single
much.
morning. I eat and I watch your vlog. That's it.
That's the goal, man. That's the goal. Is for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much, man.
That's it. Yeah. Thanks, man.
See you, man.
When do you think Carmona is gonna happen?
But I think I can already do it. Not.
Oh
It's just
shit!
thing is that I want to be sure because there is, let's say there is 80% chance I do it. My reverse cross is getting pretty okay. My back lever to Maltese, I did not try it since 3 years, but I know I have it pretty decently. So yeah, I do have Carmona now. The question is, when will I do it? When will I feel good enough to do it? But it's a matter of weeks.
You got this, bro. Next session, fully send it.
Next session will be Pelican on rings, then it will be Van Gelder on rings, then it will be Van Gelder on high rings, then it will be something else.
All right. We have Edrick.
Hello.
What's up?
So I have a question for you, Nathan.
Tell me.
What do you think you will do in the future? Like you already achieved a lot of skill and you're a pro athlete. So what will you do?
You have a very good French accent. I clearly not understand the question, man. I'm very sorry. Can you repeat it? I'm learning every session. Every session I'm doing, I'm learning something. So I don't think the day I enter my training and like for a couple of trainings, I realize that I don't have anything to learn anymore. Then I'll maybe do something else because it won't be exciting anymore. But no. I don't think I'm high level at all. I think I have a lot of things to learn. I have a lot of competition to do, a lot of things to show the world. So for now, it's not in my mind to stop. Well, actually, it's in my mind every training to stop because of pain in the scene. But if I'm being real with myself, I don't plan to quit at all.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. Thought I'd just jump on and ask a question about dynamics, bro. Like I sort of, when I first started Cali, like I saw the cool tricks and shit, so that's sort of what I wanted to do, and I didn't start statics till like a little bit later. But yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on it. Like, do you do dynamics yourself, or and like especially in a competition wise, like would you look for a complete athlete that does both, or yeah, I don't know.
No, so I'm not doing any dynamics. If I one day in my life learn dynamics, it will be dynamics on the rings. Now, why am I not doing that? Because it's just not attracting me. I don't think it impressive to my eyes. Now, everyone have their own taste, right? But I think for me, statics is way more impressive than the dynamics. Now, no, I fully respect people like Christophe and stuff like that. Christophe is a good friend, and I like him very much. I completely respect what he's doing now. It's not my style. It's not. And once again, for competition, my goal is not to win the competition. My goal is to show what static is able to do, right? So no, I will not learn it because it's too much of an hassle. It's like don't have the time, the energy. Not interested in dynamics. But if you want to do dynamics, man, go for it, man. It can look very cool. Maybe you're going to be the athlete that is going to make me change opinion and be like, wow, that's cool. Go for it, man. Of course. Do what makes you feel good.
So, other than Planche, what are your favorite skills?
Planche is not my favorite skill. Well, the thing is that skills are not complicated. What's complicated is to do stuff with the skills. So I don't have a favorite skill, even though a good supinated finger planche kind of be sexy though. Now, my favorite skill would be supinated finger planche. Now, my favorite combo would be a solid solid Atarian planche to back lever to Maltese, or a good Carmona with a good dead stop on the Maltese. Reverse cross. Right now, I learned to love it because it's very much more complex than what I thought. Balendine and butterfly itself is a wonderful skill that I really much like. But if I continue, I'm going to say that I love all the skills now. Sat is wonderful. Victorian cross is insane. I I'm in love with calisthenics and I'm in love with all of the skills. I do not think there is one skill that I don't like. I think every skill, if done properly, are the most beautiful thing ever. If I had to choose one, yeah, I would say a supinated planche on finger, but it's only a personal choice.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so Nathan, to me, you are like the face of calisthenics and someone I look up to a lot, and you are doing a lot for the calisthenics community. What I want to know, is there anything that we can do to support you with your journey and to help get your message out there more?
Well, I'm going to put my PayPal link. No, I'm joking, guys. No, already you're doing a lot. So giving me the opportunity to give you some information and to talk to you is already helping me a lot to see that calisthenics is more than muscle up tutorials, which is can be like, not going to lie. If I did not see that it was working that much on YouTube and stuff, I would have gave up very fast. Like seeing that muscle up tutorials and irrelevant tips given by irrelevant people are making hundreds of thousands of views, and you, when you're trying to really give the informations, you're not making any views. It can be difficult. But first of all, thank you for thinking that I'm the face of calisthenics. I don't think I'm the face of anyone besides my face. Now, what could you do to support me, guys? Not just be there when I'm posting a video. Maybe talk to your friend about this video if I'm giving information like pretty good knowledge, and you judge that it is interesting, share it and stuff. If you really want to support me, like financially, maybe take a coaching with me when I have space, or even buy the 10x closes with my code, going by my link that is on my Instagram bio. It helps me a lot, man, because my goal is to buy a camera, and when I'll have a camera, I'll be able to record better vlogs and explain you better stuff. Maybe have a better microphone, maybe do more quality stuff. So yeah, to help me, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the videos, share them a little, make it continue. And if you really want to support me, guys, take a coaching with me, or even buy the clothes that of my sponsor. And that's about it. I don't think I will ever do like a GoFundMe or like a crowdfunding stuff to help me raise funds to, I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough value to bring you guys in order to do so. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. That's very cute. That's very kind.
Okay, so we have a question from Zayed again, and then we have a couple more questions.
Let's go, guys. I have some time. I'm happy to help.
I just wanted to ask, how do you start training for finger planche? Like, is finger strength or conditioning, like I believe there's not enough information about that because I don't really understand that. So, yeah.
Well, the thing is that it will depend mainly on your genetics. But like for me, I never had to train my fingers. I always have been able to do push-ups on my finger. Now, it is not that difficult, man. It's just progressive overload, and you will give your joints the habits of doing what you're asking them to be done. So just spam push-ups on the floor with finger. Maybe do tries with elastic band on the finger. Maybe do stuff like that. But it's just by giving your joints progressive overload methods that you will progressively make them more resistant. So we can't say stronger because there is no muscles. There is very small muscles, but they're not relevant. So there is the thumb muscle that is pretty important for thumb planche, is helping to stabilize the whole grip. Now, what you want is for your joints to be more resistant and for your pain resistant to build, because don't think that when we're doing like thumb stuff or like finger stuff, we don't feel pain. We feel pain. It's just that our body grow habit to it and you get used to it. But I would say, yeah, finger progressive overload on push-ups. If you're very low level, you can do one flat hand, one finger push-up and stuff, and then do the two of them, and then do some tries, and then you will get to it. But there is no miracle. Most of the people you're seeing do planche on the fingers, like thumb and stuff, have already a good finger genetics. That like it means like short fingers. The longer your finger will be, the harder it will be to stay straight, right? It will bend, and it will be, and it depends also on your flexibility. You see, I don't have really flexible fingers, so I can push on the floor, right? I hope I replied to the question. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really excited, so I go everywhere. Damn, you have what's his name? What's your profile picture, man? It's Limp, man. The freaking
Yeah.
Greek dude, man.
I love him. And I love your YouTube videos.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask how important planche presses and handstand to planche negatives are. Is it possible to progress fast without doing them once?
No, I think it's mandatory to do them. If you want to get good at planche, you need to do handstand to planche and presses, motions, and stuff like that. It's the best thing you can do for your planche. More than leans, more than handstand push-up, more than anything. Doing a good handstand to tuck with a good slow control negative, man, for reps. And then once you have that, you can do combos. You can do handstand to tuck, to L-sit to tuck, and stuff like that. You can start doing your first little combos and stuff, and then start going. You see what I mean? So you can learn other ways, I'm sure. Everything you want, as long as you're not doing weighted dips for 40 kg 10 reps, is perfect.
Oh yes, I have another question. So, who are your favorite upcoming athletes in the sport at the moment?
Wow. Wow. Nice question. I don't know. Wait, let me think. CJ have a good potential because you have such long arms and everything you do could be aesthetic. So we have a insane potential to be incredible. I'm not saying he's not right now. It's just that it's not pushed to the limit. It could be way more. Now, upcoming guy, Melvin, the friend of Levan, have also a potential that needs to be like he's crazy strong and stuff, but I need to see him in a competition giving his 100% plus the adrenaline and stuff. That would be insane. Kaloyan, also my friend, the gymnast I'm training with, have some potential that he still don't have Bangalore and stuff like that, so he needs to work on it, and he have some very good potential. Now upcoming, I'm sure I'm going to forget people and I'm going to break hearts. I'm sorry, dude. Now out of my mind, guys, that's the 3 dudes I'm looking up for right now. But Danny, I talked about Danny. He's only 18, man. Realize what he will do when he will be 20, 22, man. If he continues and he don't give up, man, it's going to be crazy. I'm waiting for him to. That's about it.
Add another question. So I wanted, this is especially for whoever's watching this. I wanted to ask you your opinion on conditioning before going for a very intense skill for them.
So is it a question for me or?
Yeah, for you, for sure.
Okay, so conditioning can be very interesting to do some conditioning. Like, for example, right now I'm learning reverse cross and I'm doing a pretty good amount of conditioning exercise. Now, what will matter is your tries, your 3-4 tries beginning of trainings. That's what will matter the most for the thing. Then what you're doing is like out of 100%, it will be like 5%. The conditioning will be 5%, but 5 non-neglectable percent, right? Now what's the most important is doing good consistent tries beginning of training. Like if you're wanting to learn multis, you're doing 2-3 tries beginning of training with full intensity for strengths and stuff like that, and then you're doing like maybe elastic band stuff, and then you can do more conditioning like dumbbell flies and stuff like that. What I call conditioning is stuff that won't be related to the body weight movement. It will be like dumbbell stuff. It will be maybe doing the thing with, like, for example, with straps on rings, stuff like that. I think it's very, very important to do them, but not the most important. The most important is doing good tries. It's by doing I think it was something that Barcage was doing, was saying to his community, doing the movement and trying them. Sorry, I have hiccup. Doing the movement and trying the hiccup is maybe the best way possible to achieve it at one point. So yeah.
What do you think about involving the central nervous system into your training. So what we athletes call CNSing.
Wow, man, I think it's a bit too overcomplicated for nothing, man. Just train. What are you talking about? Central nervous system. What do you mean? What do you mean by central nervous system?
So when I say central nervous system, this is pretty much doing a skill that you're not very used to. It's very new to you. By somewhat like a greasing the groove, and that is adapting your central nervous system.
I think I think calisthenics is very simple, man, and overcomplicating stuff with nervous system adaptation and stuff like that is like it's not fun, man. What are you talking about? No, train as much as you can, as intensely as you can, as often as you can, and as specific as you can, man. And that's about it. Your nervous system will adapt to what you're asking him to do if you're doing it correctly, man. But now there is some science and stuff like. But the problem is that people that look up for the science stuff, like how to make my nervous system progress the best way possible and stuff, they forget to be intense in their training because they're too science based. And I don't know. I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, the science, man. I know I've been to school for more than 3 years after my graduation, man. I know stuff. And the thing is that they're completely mediocre because they forget to train, right? So before learning about central nervous system and stuff like that, man, train your ass off. And then if you're very, very stuck, then look into the science stuff. But I would be like, feel more and understand your own feeling more than understand the logic behind it in like the chemicals in your brain and stuff.
We can hear.
What are your like opinions on like the difference between like pull cross and push cross, like external versus internal rotation? Like, should I train one specifically?
No, I think cross is a very specific motion in the sense that it's not 100% pull, it's not 100% push. It's a balance between your lats and your chest, between your back of shoulder and front of the shoulder, bicep, tricep, and stuff. It's literally one of the only exercises that involves push and pull in the exact same movement. And you should find a balance, not be too forward, too backward. And that's about it. It's a balance.
Thank you.
Did I reply to the question?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So like I shouldn't like high training, like pull versus push cross, just do like what my body naturally does.
It will depend if you have a good posture or not, but I would say if you're too inclined, like if you're going too much in front, it's going to be bad. If you're going too much in the back, it's going to be bad. You need to be aligned, right? And in order to know if you're aligned, then it's kind of hard work. Like you need to put a camera on top of you and see how your shoulder is, and it's kind of difficult. But try to not overuse one of your muscles and try to use all of the muscles at once. Like not only bicep and chest and shoulder. Maybe if you're too much forward, maybe lean a bit backward, and if you're a bit too backward, lean a bit forward. Try to find a balance and work on it. It's not that easy, actually. Like cross is easy. It's like every movement. All the skills are easy to learn and to do. Now, what's hard is to do them correctly and to do something with them. That's what's hard. Hello, Frankie.
You guys can hear me? What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
All right. So my question is, before everything, hello, guys. Sorry. But my question is about the push trajectory in planche. I kind of feel like when I start the planche, I start with like a good form, scapula engaged, everything. But then when I push and then I try to come back with like to get scapula back when I push upwards, it kind of feel like it went down
man,
a bit,
that's
like a bit close to
a question for coaching. That's a bit complicated. Can you synthesize your question? Because I'm not going to explain how to have a good trajectory in planche, man. It's too long and difficult, man. Like it would take 1 hour to explain you all the. Okay, to make it simple, basically you need to do you need to keep your shoulder as close to your wrist as possible when you're doing the negative part. In order for when you're going to do the rising part of the push-up, the pushing part, right? You'll be able to use as much back of the shoulder and tricep, okay? And keep the best grip possible. So in order to keep your wrist as close as your shoulder possible. You need to be as high in planche as possible. Maybe the problem is that you have a protraction, but you're dead. And if you're in dead planche, you won't keep your wrist close to your shoulder and you will have a bad trajectory. Trajectory can mean many things. It can mean the angle between the wrist and shoulder. It can be the way your hips are pushing the floor. It can be many things, right? That's why trajectory, I need to do a YouTube video about it because many people get wrong. Like when I say trajectory, they're like, yeah, okay. But yeah, what you need to keep in mind is to keep your wrist as close as your shoulder as possible and to squeeze your glutes as possible and keep the height as much as possible. If you can't do that without an elastic band, work on your trajectory after doing your volume work. Like create a good volume, like I would say 6, 7 push-ups, very bad form, and then try to correct it with an elastic band and you'll see some progression normally.
Is bodyweight pull-ups and dips good for planche?
I'm sure you're trolling me, but I'm going to reply seriously. No, it's not. But I'm sure you're trolling me.
It wasn't a troll.
It wasn't a troll.
Because
so you want me to reply? You want me to
only,
try to reply it correctly? Sorry.
You only speak about weighted, and I'm asking for body weight.
Body weight. No, body weight is good. I'm saying that you need to reach at least 15 good pull-ups, 15 good dips, and more than I don't know 50 push-ups. Now, why do I say these random numbers? It can be more or less. Now, the goal is to have a good body awareness in space and to be able to lift yourself off the ground in easy trajectories. Now, to do the heavy weighted stuff, it's completely irrelevant because we're not in relative strength, we're in absolute strength, which means that you're lifting more weight than your body, right? So it's completely irrelevant for static purposes. Now, everything that is body weight is very cool. Thing is that it will have a limit since the trajectory of pull is not the same. In pull-ups, you're going to pull like that. And in front lever pull-up, you're going to pull like that. So it's not the same muscle. It's not the same nervous pass, not the same nervous adaptation and stuff. So yeah, having 15 pull-up, 15 dips and stuff, it's enough. Then you can start working on your skills. But I'm not doing them often. Like I'm never doing dips or pull-ups. Never. Like maybe I like bodybuilding, so I like to have a pump end of session. So if I really want to pump my chest and back, why not? But it won't help you for your skills.
We have a question from Anton.
Yo, Nathan, I got a question for you, just a really quick one. What do you specifically do for like wrist warm-ups or wrist sort of like wrist training, getting your wrist to handle all the stress and pressure?
So I'm maybe not the best guy to ask this question to, since I don't warm up. I directly planche. When I arrive to the gym, I planche directly or I front lever directly. And by doing the planche, my wrist will get warmed after the 2 first planches of the training. But yeah, I would ask that to Leevans if I were you, man. Me, my wrists are already very good now. What can I ask you to do is to like grab your parallels on the floor and try to extend as much as you can in order to really stretch your wrist. Now, I don't know what kind of problem of wrist you have. Is it flexion? Is it extension? Is it like that? Is it like that? I don't know you. I need to know you a bit more to reply to your question. But for me, I gave you my answer. I don't need to warm up my wrists. They already do the job.
Okay, so what's your opinion on hefestos, and if you have it, how did you unlock it?
Oh, I had 20 back lever pull up to 3 hefestos at my prime lever pulls. So I do have some hefestos. Now, how did I do to unlock that? Simply did a lot of negative with elastic band. So sitting on the bar, putting the elastic band on my waist, and doing some tries like that. Then lowering the bands, but normal progression. And then you don't do it from tuck, you do it from like completely extended. And then you try to do it from back lever, and then you progress like that. And it's pretty straightforward. There is no magical, like I feel like when people ask questions, I'm not blaming you, huh? But they are waiting for a magical answer. No, man, it's you put an elastic band on your waist and you pull, and at one point it will work. Just shut up and pull hard, and that's about it, man. There's no magical stuff. Try to keep a good pulse. Try to keep a good activation of the bicep. Try to not lock maybe on the first few hefestos, and when you'll be more used to it, you'll be able to do the motion, man. That's about it.
So yeah, we've asked a lot about like your calisthenics and things specific to Cali, but I'm curious to know what your values are outside of calisthenics and what if there's anything you're trying to achieve outside of calisthenics.
Well, thing is that I'm not doing. We're not doing a easy sport, right? We're not doing a sport that is known and recognized in the world for what it is, I think. So, in order to get good at it and to give good content and good clips and know what you're talking about and things, it's very hard to do anything else. But like I do guitar sometimes. I used to love skateboard. I like bodybuilding. I like a lot of stuff in life. But no, I'm not doing much right now. My priorities are set on calisthenics and leave out of it maybe at one point. Like I'm leaving out of it, but like a rat, like I'm eating some crackers and stuff. Like I'm not. I'm doing better than ever in my life, but we're still not where I want to be. Like at least I want to have a good camera for you guys to have a better content, and then we'll see. But I have a sponsor, I have stuff like that, so I want to continue that way. For now, I don't have other goals. Everything, like I put all my eggs in the same basket, if I can say so. I have all my coins on the same bet, right? I'm trying to make this work, so I don't have other goals than that. But if you ask me about my hobbies, I like to play video games. After that, I'm going to play Roblox for an hour, I think. I like to play guitar. I like to hang out with friends. I like to drink and stuff like that. I'm not your very dedicated athlete. Like, yeah, I'm religious and stuff. I don't have fun. I like to have a good drink and I like to do fun stuff. Right.
I'm back.
Let's go.
So, what was your biggest setback or problem in the history of your calisthenics journey that you have overcome or haven't overcome?
So as I said, it was a psychological thing. I stopped calisthenics, complete stop. I was fat and stuff. I completely stopped and I suppressed my Instagram. And in order to not get back to Instagram, I gave my codes to a friend of mine. And I asked him, even if I ask you, please don't give me back my codes until I feel ready to come back. And like I deleted my Instagram for like 4 or 5 months. And that was the biggest setback. And it was in my mind. It was like every time I was training, I was having a panic attack. I don't know to explain, like a anxiety attack. I don't know what you call it in English. Like basically, you freak out. You become crazy, man. You can't breathe. You're dying basically, right? And every time I was training, it was stressing me so much, and it was making me so anxious and so bad that I was doing a planche and then I was checking if I was not dying, right? So that was my biggest issue. Sometimes it comes back when I'm very, very intense in my trainings, but I overcame it by just like my girlfriend is saying, and like by love. You find the love of your life and it saved you. Yeah, something like that maybe. No, yeah, there is finding my girlfriend that helped me a lot. There is a lot of other topics, but I guess it's going to be too private. But yeah, it was mainly psychological. I never had an injury that pushed me back. I like getting injured. Now, let's hope it's not going to happen. But I like having some little pains in order for me to focus on other things. Like if I'm injured in planche, I'll be able to focus on my pull game. and it will allow me. And sometimes I'm like happy even that I have some pain in planche, because I'm like, damn, I can finally focus on my pull and stuff, because I'm trying to keep the two of them as even as possible. And so it's hard to progress fast in one of them. So when I have a little setback from an injury or a pain in one of the two, I'm like, yeah, finally I'll be able to progress in one of the two faster. You see, now, no, I did not have a big injury that made me set back like that. It was mostly mental.
So Nathan, on the topic of, I guess, love for the sport, I think I'm gonna go back to your Save Calisthenics video. I think a lot of us watched it, so we all love the sport. And so what can we do as calisthenics athletes, maybe not elite level, but what can we do in real life and both on social media as well to spread the sport?
Great communities like you're doing. It's one of the things that make calisthenics grow, is to have a group of people that are talking about calisthenics, having fun, exchanging jokes, but mainly around the sport, and create friendships about the sport, like created by the sport and stuff. That's helping a lot, I think. But for me, why is calisthenics dying now? There's multiple reasons. Because there is too much money involved, and in general, when there is too much money involved in a sport, either it's going to blow, either it's going to completely die. Now, since there is so much money involved, and people that don't want to share this money, then I think it's going to die anyway, whatever we do. Or at least it's going to fade away, and then it's going to come back at one point. Like, I have a good example. For example, in France, Muay Thai was a very big sport at one point, and now it's almost non-existent, right? But maybe it's going to come back at one point with MMA and stuff. It's going to come back at one point. But it's the same with calisthenics. I mean, like, it was big at one point, like 2020 and stuff, and now it's more like mango edits on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. Or I'm not going to say names, but like brain dead influencers that are lying through their teeth in order to sell their pull-ups programs. So I think this can't be helped. The mango edits and the influencers that are lying, this cannot be helped. Now, what you can do is to try to become a strong athlete. And if one day you have the chance of becoming a strong athlete because your body allows you and because you have the dedication, you can try to not copy each other, copy other stuff. You can stop watching social media and create your own, like, sport, create your own thing. Having style is pushing other people to have style, right? Having your pace, having your own thing that makes you who you are, right? Don't repeat what people are doing. Don't try to become, I said it and people liked it. I'm going to say it again. People don't need another Leevans. People don't need another Valentin. People don't need another Elias. People need another you, because we've never seen someone like you, because you're unique. And show me that you are unique. Show me that there is only you in the world, and you're not just a brain dead robot that is going to copy whatever is other people are doing. Now, there is that on the personal level. Try to become a unique athlete. Now, on a more global scale, for you that are doing competitions and stuff, yeah, doing events, speak about the sport to people, make the sport grow and stuff, and try to show a good image of it. That's what I'm trying. Also, that's why also I accepted to do this this call, to try to give a good image out of the sport. I think I'm a pretty okay guy, and I'm pretty well spoken, and I have some love for the sport, and I want people to feel that I have some hope, and people to feel that there is something to do with the sport, right? I'm really speaking too much about something that is not on the question, but I hope I replied.
Yep. So what do you think, like, the organizations that, like, the big ones that run, like, calisthenics, like, competitions and things, like, what should they do? Like, I don't know, or what can, I don't know.
I think they should do a competition about the athletes and not about the brands, first of all, that would be cool. Now there should be a competition that will take care of the athletes more than what they've done. I'm not talking about all the competition. I'm talking about the competition I've done. I'm not going to name drop because it's not correct, but I think that a competition should be emphasizing on the athlete, and the athlete should make a show more, right? Try to be entertaining and stuff, and that's what should make people want to watch more than like displaying I don't know, brands and stuff. I know brands are making the sport leave and stuff and shit, but I don't know, like if the athlete is getting sauced out by the competition, plus is wearing the brand, I think it's enough for the brand to grow, right? Now I'm going to speak about topics that I do not master, right? I'm not a businessman. I'm just an athlete, so maybe I'm going to mislead on this topic, and I'm maybe not the best person to ask this kind of question. But yeah, I would love the competition to be more around the athletes than other things, and like the competition to work with the athlete more than just like ask for the athlete to pump the competition up for the competition to pump brands, right? Because if there is no athlete in the competition don't exist, right? It's the athlete that bring the hype on the competition. If there is two random athletes that compete in a random competition, in a very known competition, then we won't care. If there is very, very freaking known athlete that join a competition, then the competition will gain we will be known, right? And I think not enough competition give credit to the athletes. But once again, that's maybe not. I'm not maybe the best person to ask this question to.
Hey, Nathan.
TJ, is that you again?
It's me again, bro. Hey,
Let's
hey,
go.
what do you think? What do you think about the big Lez Show?
I love it, man. Cracks me up. Cracks me up every time, man.
What are you talking to me?
I wish I knew how to do a Aussie accent. So what do I think about the wrist straps and stuff? I think it can be cool if you have a big instability in your wrist for planche, but I think it's very bad in order to keep your false grip in front lever. So it will depend. It will depend on your goals. If it's for planche and you have big problems with keeping your wrist straight and you have big instability in your joints, maybe it can help you to get a better grip in planche and use your strengths in a better way. Now, if your goal is to front lever and like you want to prevent these stuff to happen, I don't know if you see, but like to open yourself, I think it's better to open yourself than to put too much wrist wraps, because it's going to prevent you to work on your full grip, and full grip is clearly mandatory to be good at front lever.
What about like elbow wraps? Are those just for like instability as well?
Elbow wraps, they can help you in order to build volume, because some of them are so tight then they kind of work as a spring, you know, like they will help you to push your elbow in push-up, and it will change the way you're doing your push-up. You'll be able to have more push-ups and you'll be able to build more volume. So as a little tool in order to build more volume, it can be cool. And if you have like bicep pain, in order to compress it and stuff, maybe it can be cool also, but I never use it. It's not my, I would not use it. Oi, bruv. No, it was British. Oi, mate. Oi, mate.
Say good day. Say good day.
Oi, mate. Good day. That's the best I'll be able to give, guys. You can do a very French accent if you want. There is a French guy. I don't know what he's doing here. Le chibre de Titan, gros. I don't know. Qu'est-ce que tu fous là? Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là? Virez-moi ça, là.
I'll invite him to speak if he wants.
Come here, come here. What is he doing here? Why his name is Titan Willy?
Oh, he didn't join. I don't think he's joined. Maybe
Hello?
he's just.
Why am I even here?
Oh no, I was inviting
Hello.
Edrick. Oh, Edrick.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
So?
Are you in? Why are you in Australia? What's up?
No. I'm not in Australia. I'm from France.
Ah, but what are you doing in an Australian freaking Discord?
I don't know. It's Calisthenics. I just. It's just cool.
What about your name? Your Discord name? What about that?
That's a joke from my friends. So. That's just a joke.
I thought it was only okay, cool. I thought it was only a Aussie Discord chat.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if this is a coaching question, but is there anything to simplify the press in terms of a mental cue? Planche press, I mean, yeah.
Well, one of the best advice I can give you in order for you to have a good planche press is to think about your planche then your press. And in general, in every calisthenics combo, is to decompose the thing in your mind and not think about the press before you've done the planche, because otherwise you're going to do a 90-degree push-up and it's going to look awful. So decompose the thing in your mind. You're going to jump to your planche, do your planche. Once you're in planche, you think about your press and don't think about your press before your planche. And don't hesitate to bend your back. Don't hesitate to put your head in and to do keeping at the beginning. It's not a big deal. And that's
Okay,
about
thank
it,
you.
man.
Thank you very much.
Of course, man. Yeah. Right. When I woke up, it was -2 degrees. Maybe we can see that there is snow. No, we can't really see. But no, I'm training in the Garena gym, the legendary gym. So it's very hot there. There is a heater that is always on, and it is actually suffocating. You can't really breathe in the gym. So I'm doing well for my trainings. And as you see, the sun is freaking beaming on my face, and I'm very warm right now, so I'm good. I can train at home and I can train at the gym, so I just won't train outside.
Yo, Nathan.
Yo, man.
You said you like Roblox. What game do you play?
Right now, man, I'm clearly on gambling casino on Roblox. I can give you the name on it, bro. I'm giving you that right now, man. Do not move one limb.
Yeah, don't kick me. If you kick me, you're gay.
Right now I'm playing Rags to Riches.
Like
basically, it's just a
gambling
game. Huh?
Like gambling games?
No, basically you just enter a casino and you put your little guy on a gambling, like on slot machine, right? And that's it. That's the game, and that's it. And the guy is just going to play forever, and sometimes you need to update his levels and stuff, and that's it, man.
Bro, add me. I want to play with you.
No, man, it's like I'm just doing it so I can write my YouTube scripts or like reply to my coaching, and once in a while I focus out, update my little guy, and come back, and it helped me to focus. I don't know how to explain. It's like fidgeting.
Well, is there anyone that you currently look up to?
No, it's been a while I did not look up to someone. I think at one point, as I said, when you become a strong athlete, you stop watching a relevant athlete because it's very easy to be parasited by their style and parasited by their skills, and even inconsciently, right? So no, I'm not watching anyone. I don't care about anyone in this sport. I try to do my own stuff, and that's about it. Because even if you're not trying, like let's say I like to listen to emo music and emo violence and scrums and stuff, and as soon as I put an emo violence song, people are going to be like, why are you copying friendles? And as soon as I'm going to put like hard wave, people are going to be like, what are you doing like Leevans setup? And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just trying to be me, be myself, do my stuff, and not look up to anyone. I think when you're starting to be strong enough to develop your own style, you should stop watching other people because it parasites you too much and it kills your creativity. It's like
How about life as a whole?
Yeah.
Life,
Sorry?
like just in life in general, outside of
No.
calisthenics? No. Okay.
No, I don't look up to anyone, man. I'm my own character. I'm my own playable character. I'm not inspired, man. Maybe it's sad, but I don't have models or stuff. I'm trying to be my own model.
Is there anything you want to say to the server or community as a whole, or like the whole entire calisthenics community?
Wow, the whole calisthenics community will grow up and be more mature and try to improve on stuff that matters, and push yourself as much as I'm pushing myself, as much as Levan is pushing himself, as much as all the strong athletes in the sport are pushing themselves. Do the same. Don't expect that everything is granted for free. Don't expect people that trained for years and suffered and were alone and scared and did all the things they had to do to get to their level. Don't expect them to give you free advices for nothing, right? To give you free knowledge for nothing. Don't expect that you deserve anything. The only thing you deserve is working hard and shutting your mouth, basically, right? To do the job as much as we've done the job. So yeah, that's what I have to say to the community. Now to the server, you're very cute, all of you. I like you very much. I hope that this server is going to live long and happy years and grow even. And yeah, you're all very cute, and I'm sure you're very funny lads. Love you all. Thank you so much for having me, guys. And yeah, if you want to ask me more questions on private messages, I'll try to reply to you. You just say, yeah, I was in the call and I did not think about this question. I'll try to reply to you guys, but yeah, that's about it. Thank you, guys. See you. Bye-bye.